Welcome to my community on Afrocentric Television Channel 15.8. This is a station that revolves around the Africans in diaspora, especially here in Houston. Houston is about life, and we give back to our community. Either way, we are first Africans. That's our first identifier, right? This week, we will be focusing on events that are happening in Africa and how we have revolutionized, in the movie industry, and also an event that tends towards giving back to our community in Africa. Today we'll be talking to two people, but our first guest on this show is Cecile Munger. I believe I said that name right. She needs to correct me if I didn't. Cecile is a friend of ours here at the studio. We've known each other quite a while, but she's the founder of what we call the Go Blue for Clean Water Foundation. And she's here to talk about her project, the Blue Party. Cecile, welcome to my show.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me, first of all, did I say the last name correctly?
You said it.
I did.
I'll take that.
You take that.
It's good enough.
So, this is Go Blue. Let's say Go Blue for clean water.
Yes.
First off, why clean water?
Well, clean water is access to clean water really have the ability to change the whole community. It could only not touch the health, the education in the community. It also have the ability to get the community to grow even economically and actually empower women. And the reason why, one of the big reasons why I got into access to clean water is because I wanted to empower women and young women.
What is your story? You're originally from Cameroon.
Yes.
I learned when you were about 12, 13, you moved to the States with your parents and all.
Yes.
And you never visited back.
Correct.
But at some point in time, through a friend in Dallas, you got interested in Africa again after you've grown.
Yes.
And you decided to go back. Tell us a little bit about that.
Correct, yes. So after I decided to go back, I went back into my village, and something just happened when I was there. As I was standing and watching, kids just going back and forth right before they go to school to trying to go fetch water. You stand right there, 45 minutes pass, an hour later, the same kid coming back, the opposite direction. And then, to me, it was just kind of shocking because we was already talking 2013. To me, it was just kind of shocking that
2013. People
yes.
still travel far, an
Yes.
hour, 2-3 hours just to go fetch water.
Just to go fetch water. So that kind of really touched me. And
in this day and age, though.
That's what I said. That's really what I said. But a lot of what I have learned and a lot of the things that we expect to go away would not go away unless we also become a part of that solution. And that's kind of where I felt like access to clean water, that's nowhere in my domain because I studied law. So I do, I'm in a whole nother
wow.
field. So but I felt like it was something that I needed.
Okay, that's the humanitarian part of you
Yes.
kicking in. You were like, no, I can't just watch my fellows suffer just to drink water. Whereby in the United States, we waste water. We even use water to water the lawn.
Right. Correct.
To make them greener. It's funny what this world is about, right? When it comes to water, access to water is one thing. Having water in excess, though you pay for it, is another.
It's another thing.
Right?
Correct. Yes.
Here, like they say, when people go far to go get what to eat. Here, people eat and walk just to burn off
yes.
what they ate.
Correct. We all have different problems,
and it's relative.
It's very interesting, and I was surprised at how fast I forgot about it. You understand? Because I remember I was that little girl. I come from a very humble background. And my mom just did everything that she could do to like get us out of that space, and we felt like we never wanted to go back because this is not where, what we knew. So just seeing that, I remember that little girl. I remember what it was. I remember how it made me feel, and I remember what it made me as a student in school. So I just decided to do something about it when I came back, did my research, and then found out that it was actually bigger than my.
It's not just that little community that you know in Cameroon. It's a global.
It's a global crisis. It's a global crisis. Water, access to water, to potable, clean drinking water is a global problem.
So you've been doing this how long now?
So about since 2013, when I came back,
immediately you came back. You started working with organizations.
With other organizations,
wow.
Correct. Then I registered my own, 4 years ago. So kind of we've been doing this this whole campaign, the Go Blue for Clean Water.
Is that why you're wearing blue?
Yes, I'm always wearing blue, by the way.
Because I realized that anytime we're out there, and I'm like, she's still wearing blue.
Yes, because I want to carry that message everywhere, and I love to speak for those who can't speak for themselves.
So now why blue? So to create the visual.
Well, blue. First of all, blue represents
water. Yes, that's
and
true.
Everything that I do, we do it in blue just because we want to create that visual impact that shows people coming together under one cause. And I always felt like that was very important, that people could see that. And because in this world that we live in, people do what they see.
Right.
So in a weird way, that's what have worked, for the organization.
It makes sense. So you've done this in the last 4 years.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about those countries you've impacted, or is it just limited to Cameroon?
No. The idea here is actually to work within the sub-Saharan Africa. I remember the very first time that we did anything. We started with just a fundraiser, and it was actually my birthday. I decided to turn my birthday into a fundraiser.
Wow.
Yes. And I was actually very, very surprised how willing just my personal circle of friends were touched by the story and was willing to help.
Do something.
Yes. And just based on that first birthday party in general, we was able to raise enough money to build our very first well in Rwanda, in a community that was provided to 3,000 people.
The very first one.
The very first one.
And that solved the water problem for 3,000 people.
3,000 people.
And I learned you've done for other countries as well, like Liberia.
Yes. Then we partnered with a company that was working in Liberia, and we also worked. That was actually our second project. But right now we've been working in Cameroon, Tyrus, very focused in Cameroon. We have a community in the north of Cameroon where a lot of water problems are coming from drought issues. And this community, they could walk like 3 hours a day just to go get water, because everything is kind of just pretty much drying up. And we are working. I'm just going to put this out there too. We are also working, if anybody could help on this area, because what we do, we raise funds through event, through different campaign, and through grant to provide to actually fund this project. And we work with the communities, leaders on the ground, and other organizations. Right now, one of our biggest organizations that help us into the implementing project is Generosity Global, and they do such a great job and just keeping everything very transparent. So anybody, and we Go Blue, what we're trying to do is give people a platform to easily donate, and where they can actually also still see that transparency. So it's not like
they collect the money, but they don't know where the money is being,
where the money is being used. Exactly. So that's why we carefully select the partners. So Generosity Global has actually been a very good partner. Last year in Cameroon, 5 water wells was built, and 25,000 people was provided to access
clean water.
Access to clean water.
Nice.
And these communities, like I was saying, like they're suffering with a lot of drought. And what we're trying to actually more figure out right now for community like these, like to trying to preserve the water preservation.
So you don't just give them water,
Yes.
or provide clean water for them through boreholes and other wells, right?
Yes.
You educate them also, you train them on how to keep the hope alive, to
Of course, before we even get into a community, that's the first thing we do. We have to like sit down and pretty much put a plan together of like sustainability, because sustainability is a big deal.
It is.
So
it
we
is.
actually the community get trained on like keeping up with the water, and also we also do like a wash program, hand wash sanitation program as well, because a lot of time when you just give water, even the water is clean, if like the sanitation and everything else is still so it's not as effective as if you use like wash programs on it.
Interesting. So I learned the one you're going for in Cameroon now could be extended to Kenya.
Yes, because our goal this year with Generosity Global was to raise 100,000 to provide water for the community in Cameroon. But if we actually do reach our goal, then we will extend to Kenya.
To Kenya
next year.
So
Yes.
you're raising $100,000 for this project,
Yes.
and so far you're on 80-something thousand.
Yes,
Your-
$83,000 has been raised so far.
Wow, wow. And so with $17,000 more, there's a possibility to extend to Kenya.
Most definitely, and I have a good feeling. I trust the people of Houston
Yeah.
to come through for that.
Oh, they are generous. They are. This is service to humanity.
Yes.
So Houstonians, they do such a great job making things like this happen.
Yes.
Right, and I'm sure that's one of the reasons why this Friday we will be having what we call the Blue Party.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Blue Party.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Blue Party.
I love the Blue Party. That's actually become like one of my favorite nights of the year, actually here in Houston. The Blue Party is an event where different people could come in and have a good time first of all, and celebrate what we have done last year,
And to learn also
and to
about
learn
what you're
more
doing.
about our direction from here now, and we take that opportunity to be able to show people what has been done, more detail into the community,
Right.
and things like that that we briefly talked about here, and also just meet the greatest people of Houston and have a great time, and have a great time while giving back into a community. I know we like to do that anyway,
We
right?
do anyway.
We just like to.
So I learned some of the
Yes.
people that attended the Blue Party are some Hollywood stars.
Yes, we have few Hollywood stars that have supported us and have showed up, and couple that's supposed to be here for this year too. I'm not going.
That's a surprise.
Yes.
Oh, so we'll meet them on Friday, hopefully. Now, so where's this event taking place?
Well, the event venue is on Montrose River Oaks area. It's called Life Houston, and the address is 2515 Morse Lane, Houston, Texas.
77019,
77019,
right? Because I know I used to work around that axis.
Yes.
Like a long time ago.
Yes.
So I still remember this like this. So a quick recap. Cecile, you are the founder
Yes.
of Go Blue for Clean Water.
Yes.
And the website to that is goblueforcleanwater.org.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
And you're throwing this party, which started, of course, on your birthday.
Yes.
Which is the Blue Party, where we all have to dress in some touch of blue.
Correct.
Which is a representation of water.
Water.
And water is life.
And it's
right?
life, correct.
And this is going to happen in Life Houston.
Yes.
2515 Morse Lane, Houston, Texas 77019, and that's the River Oaks, Montrose area.
Montrose area.
Right. What time does it start?
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Who's invited?
We have a long list of invitees. Actually, one of our special invited guests is actually Miss Texas, USA.
Oh, nice.
We have I'm not sure if I want to like just
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. People can go on the blueparty.org
Yes.
website
Yes.
to donate if they want to.
If you can make it, thank you. Thank you for saying that. If you can't make it to the event and you still want to participate in the impact, yes, you could still go to the blueparty.org and donate, or you could purchase your ticket. As of right now, because we have been getting such a good response, and we really want to share the experience of what we do with people. Based on one of the sponsors coming through for us, we are able to actually do purchase one ticket and give one to one of your friends.
Oh,
so
wow.
If you purchase one, we will give you an extra ticket to bring somebody.
To bring someone, at least so they can learn about
Yes.
the Blue Party.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, Cecile, I want to thank you for what you're doing for the community.
Yes.
I want to thank you for taking this initiative all by yourself and, trying to impact Africa. And that is what we're about, right?
Yes.
This is Houston. That is what we're about. We give back to the community. We do something that will impact the community positively.
Yes.
And it's still funny when they say some people are this and that and they're Africans, but they don't see someone like you that is doing excellently well, that is impacting, lives. I learned so far you've impacted over 100, maybe 160,000
Yes.
people in different communities.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
you have our support.
Thanks.
We will always be there to support you, and we hope by Friday Houstonians are going to be out there to support. And if you can't be there in person and you still want your money to work for you, at least to show your support towards this project, this beautiful initiative, please go to theblueparty.org and click donate. And one of the sponsors made it easy. If you still feel like you want to attend, you buy one ticket and you get the other free, so you can bring at least one person. So you can tell it's not just about the money that you're giving to people, and the impact that you're going to be making is key towards the success of this. So we want you to learn about this and be a part of it. So please don't miss it. It's on Friday at 2515 Morse Lane, Houston, Texas 77019, and that's at Live Houston, around the River Oaks, Montrose area. Don't miss it. We'll be there to support. Afrocentric is always there to support. Don't touch the dial. We'll be right back.
Thank you. You are so good.
Daddy! Oh, what is this guy calling me for again now? Every day, Daddy. Am I your houseboy? Daddy! Yes! Bring me water to drink. My son, I'm very sorry. Here you go. Where have you been since I've been shouting your name? I'm very sorry. I was busy doing the dishes. Okay, because of ordinary dishes, you want to sleep there? No, not at all. Rubbish. Pass me the remote. But it's right there beside you. Okay, so now you want to beat me in my own house. Sorry. Here you go. Give me this thing, Joe. Now hurry and go and finish doing the dishes. And then after that, you go and clean my room and iron my clothes and everything. Okay.
How about we hear of this?
God. Hello, Baba Beji. There's fire on the mountain. Baba Beji, ever since my son bought his house, I've not had peace of mind though. He wants to kill me in this house. He has turned me to houseboy. Daddy, do this. Daddy, do that. Daddy, I don't have any rest at all. Baba Beji, help me. How did you buy your own house?
Baba Bimbo, you are the one doing this to yourself. Remember that company I told you about, Discovered Homes?
Yes, I remember.
They are the ones that helped me to buy my house.
You don't mean it?
I'm telling you, they are very reliable. And for people like you that your credit is underwater, they will guide you step by step on how to bring your credit up to par.
Are you serious?
Yes, so my brother, if you know what's good for you, better call them right away.
This is amazing. This is amazing news. Let me call them right away. Hey, thank you, Jesus. Hello, Discovered Homes. Please, I need your help.
Oh my days.
Hello, Daddy. What's the meaning of this rubbish? You've not come home for the last 1 week. I've been calling you every day. You've been sending me to voicemail. Me, no. Hey, who do you expect to do all the dishes in the kitchen? Who do you expect to do all your chores around my house? If you don't come here within the next 1 hour, I will deal with you severely. You will see my 2 koro eyes. Is that why you are shouting? Look at this silly rabbit. I'm in my house. Come and beat me here.
Welcome back to your entertainment report here on Afrocentric Television Channel 15.8. It is your favorite chocolate drop, Fauzi Aminu, and I am back to report the tea, events around town, and of course the latest jams that you need to be listening to. Woo, I am still recovering from last weekend. Afrima 2019 was a movie. I'm still having flashbacks, and let me be the one to tell you the experience was amazing. I covered the red carpet courtesy of Majority Official, and the affair was definitely one you should be jealous if you missed. The building was star-studded with acts and talents from all coasts of Africa, north, east, west, and south. Some notable names were in the building, such as the legendary Two-Face, Fally Ipupa, Rema, Zlatan, Miss USA 2018, Andromeda Peters, former BBN winner Ife, NBA player Luil Deng, and really, if you aren't there, I must say that you missed out. Davido's alleged baby mother and her sister have been found and picked up by the Obio clan, and this has got to be the funniest series of events ever. If you guys remember, I told you guys that Obio and his fiancée Chef Chi were expecting a new baby, and not too long after that, some young ladies took to their social medias to reveal that Obio is the father to one of their unborn children. I didn't bother reporting on it because who gets time for nonsense? But the more the story unfolded, the funnier it got. So y'all, check this. Davido said he was going to have them arrested for defamation of character, amongst other things. And not too long after that, they released a disclaimer via social media saying it was just a joke and they didn't mean it like that. Can't somebody just play with him small? Davido and his team have apparently did not listen to the apology, and a video came out with the girls in handcuffs and Davido saying he will sue them for 30 billion, which is only right coming from the name 30 Billion Gang. I'm usually down for peace, but this time, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm here for this. Anyways, Davido has decided to free the girls as he tweeted that. Let me know what you guys think. Should Davido free the girls? Many of you may know a popular Instagram celebrity, or should I say influencer. These days, we don't even know again, but he goes by the name of Ismaila Mustafa, aka Momfa. Momfa was arrested on the 22nd of October. Apparently, the EFCC and the Interpol collaborated to make this arrest happen, and he is currently in EFCC custody as we speak. Since he was arrested, one of his accomplices, who goes by the name of Hamza Kodai, has also been arrested. Hamza, a Lebanese man, was arrested in his 1.8 billion naira luxury apartment in Eco Atlantic Pearl Towers in his ceiling with some charms. That's right, he was hiding in his ceiling. And so far, about 52 bank accounts opened by Momfa for money laundering have been discovered, and his watches that were found with him when he was arrested total to over 60 million naira. My guy has deleted Instagram and everything, but I'm just waiting for more layers to unfold because I feel like it's only going to get juicier. Now on to upcoming events. I have Fresh Oranges on the 5th of November at 1810 Ojaman, and if you have been to any of the other editions, you know a good vibe is promised. Then I have the African Ace Comedy Show on the 29th of October at Baby's Premium Event Center, featuring some of your faves such as Foxy P, Clinton COD, Chief OB, I Am Dulo. Woo! It's going to be a full house. You still have some time to get your tickets before it's too late. Now, on to my top 3 songs. This week I have Skeleton by Techno, Who They Eat by Shaker and Joey B, and finally Wahala on the Rocks by Gigi Atlantis. Okay guys, that's all I have for you guys this week. I'll be back next week. Make sure you guys come back. This is the Entertainment Report here on My Community, and I'm Fauzi Aminu. See you next time.
Live in H-Town, CFI premiere, we're all Afrocentric, right?
That's right.
Let's do this.
Oh, my name is Shegun Lasoji, and I am Afrocentric.
My name is Bidolakwa Ajayi. I'm the producer of Coming From Insanity. I'm Afrocentric.
My name is Akinyemi Sebastian Akinrokwo, and I am Afrocentric.
Welcome back to My Community on Afrocentric Television Channel 15.8. As you know, this is the station that revolves around the Africans in diaspora, especially here in Houston. Yes, news got it that Houston premiered the movie Coming From Insanity, produced by Ibidolakwa Ajayi, written and directed by Akinyemi Akinrokwo. It was the talk of town. Houston, y'all did it. And to give a feedback, we have to get back with the producer. He has to come back on the show one more time just to give us a feel of how Houston did. Yesterday he expressed his appreciation about how Houston turned up, At first, it was panicking, but we did it anyway. Mr. Ibidolapo Ajayi, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, caller. It's good to be back.
Man, that was some movie. The suspense was real from inception till the end of the movie. People that were very reluctant to talk at the red carpet, after the movie, they were lining up to actually say something. They want to give their feedback on the movie. If you ask me, it should be the number one, it should take the number one spot on Nollywood movies, on Netflix, on Film House, on Amazon videos. That is my personal opinion. What feedbacks have you been getting from people?
Well, I'm glad that you loved it. Yes, I did worry a little bit to start with because, we wanted to see a good crowd on the day. And like you said, yeah, Houston turned up. It was great to see a lot of people from all walks of life come to watch a great movie and to support us. So that was really good. The feedback has been great. And to be honest, it hasn't been different from what we've seen from when we did the first preview in Nigeria months ago in Ota in Ogun State. Same feedback, same expression of, how awesome they thought the movie was. And we saw exactly the same thing yesterday, from everybody that came out, just really appreciating the creative work and, the whole plot, the suspense, everything coming together. It's just been really awesome. And I'm glad that Houston people got to enjoy what we believe was a great effort at creating something nice from Nollywood.
It was a sold out event. That should matter.
Yes.
If anything, it should matter.
Yes.
It was a sold out event. Houston, we came out in numbers. People came knowing that the ticket was sold out. They came hoping that someone will cancel,
Right.
and they can take the spot. Wow.
We got a few people like
Yeah, we did actually. Wow.
Yeah, that was good. And, it says a lot when you are able to feel like, okay, people want to see this thing, and then you kind of say, tickets out, maybe wait for the next opportunity. So what that tells me is that there's an appetite for it. I mean, I was approached by a couple of people while we were at the theater yesterday, telling me they didn't even get to hear about it. So maybe we need to do better with the promotions. And I feel there's an opportunity there to maybe come back to Houston and do a second screening.
Yeah, we definitely can give it a shot.
Yeah.
But hopefully it will be one of those days that the Monday is going to be an off day for Houstonians. Because Houstonians, they work hard. They play even harder over the weekend. But once it's Monday, Sunday, they're trying to relax a little bit and so get ready for the rest of the week, right? So that was exactly what happened. But nonetheless, it was sold out.
Yes.
And that says a lot about the movie, about the preview you put out there for everybody to see. And I'm so glad Afrocentric was a part of that, and it came to pass. We have to thank some people that actually supported the movie from when we brought it to Houston. The likes of GIG, the likes of Discovered Homes, Spectrum Reality, Jolly Bread, Amala Zone. She did it. Even she sold out on her food too.
Yeah, she did.
That's awesome, man. It feels great to just be a part of something like this. So, what other projects that are you working on? If you want to let the cat out of the bag, that we should look forward to.
We're considering a couple of projects. Another feature film project, and then we're looking at a TV series. So we have a couple of things.
Series would be nice. Series would be nice.
Right now, just that we're considering doing.
Series would be nice.
So yeah, so there are a couple of things in the pipeline right now.
Awesome. So what does it feel like working with Akinyemi Akinrokpo?
We're a tag team. He's my brother, so it's great. He handles the creative aspect of it, which makes it easy for me to focus on the production side, the managing of the project side of things. So I mean, he's an amazing talent. Like I tell people, I think it's one of the best writer directors that are out there.
He did an awesome job.
Saw that. Yes.
He did an awesome job. Is this your first movie?
Yeah, this is our first feature film. Yeah.
What?
So it can only get better, right?
It can. I mean, you already set that bar, man. How to get beyond that? Then that's gonna be a lot of work.
Yes.
A lot of work.
But a lot of lessons learned, so we made some rookie mistakes along the way, and we got to fix that and do even better.
Well, we wouldn't see that as behind the scene anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what we saw was fantastic, phenomenal. Yeah, we just want to thank you once again. We hope with this we will be able to do a rerun for the premiere here in Houston, because like I don't know how many, a lot of people wanted to buy tickets, they couldn't find any anymore, and some didn't hear on time, though we've been trying to push it out there for a lot of people to see, but some just didn't hear about it on time. But those that did, maybe they were in doubt, or they just felt like, okay, I could get my ticket at the door. Right. But way before the movie even started, it was sold out. So a lot of people had to, like, no, you can't do that. Houston never gets sold. Hey, this is coming from insanity.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad that I'm glad we were a part of it.
I want to say thank you to you and your team. You all did a great job.
Thank you.
Covering the event from the red carpet to even being in the theater and just the after party.
Yeah, it was quite an experience.
So it's been a pleasure working with you and your team, and we're grateful for the support you all.
I will look forward to bigger and better collaborations with you also. This is a lot, your humility, your personality, and everything, and that of Akinyemi, Akinrokpo, but next time we want to see some of these stars, especially that Afolanya guy. I mean, he maintained that accent from the start to finish. You can never believe that this guy is actually Nigerian. He maintained it. That's awesome. That's talent.
Yes, Gabriel is, it's an amazing talent. I don't even have words to describe.
Everybody in the movie actually did
great. Yes.
Great. We have to give them props. Yes. And anyway, don't let us keep you up. We just hope with this that if you let us know, communicate with us at info@afrocentrictv.com, or you can go on these Instagram handles coming from Insanity Film or Afrocentric TV on Instagram. Let's get a feedback. Let's see if it is something you're willing to see again in Houston, so we can plan to bring it back, so those that didn't get to watch it the first time can get the opportunity at the second time. It's a movie you do not want to miss. And guess what? It's not going to be on Netflix anytime soon. So try. If it's premiering anywhere, I guess the next stop will be somewhere.
Yeah, we're considering London,
Canada,
and probably a couple more states in the
United States. So whenever there is, we will always be there to support. So stay tuned, don't touch the dial, and we will be right back.
Hi, my name is Adekunle K. Elegbede. I'm running for City Council in District F in Houston, Texas. District F has been a home for me for the past 25 years. I believe in America. I believe in the goodness of this country and good people of Houston. Houston is a wonderful home. I truly believe we can do great things together. The students in Houston Community College pay $1,600 every year for classes. I think that's wrong. We need to duplicate what's going on next door in Dallas. Dallas is giving their students free tuition. Why not Houston? We can do that. I also believe that our students should not feel unsafe in their schools. We need to come up with good initiative laws to keep our students safe. I also believe that for the adults, we need to have enterprise business centers for those who want to start businesses. We need to give them a helping hand to start their own businesses in Houston.
Kay is a community leader who has been a part of the A-Leaf and District F community for more than 25 years. He mentored the students of A-Leaf Independent School District and empowers the students and adults with meaningful programs. In 2003, Akunle, popularly called Mr. K by the students of A-Leaf School District, helped the A-Leaf School District to develop the chess program, which they still use to this present day. For the past 16 years, when the program started, mentoring and building young kids of all races into great leaders is what K is all about, and that has been the emphasis of his school chess program. In 2007, a published article described Kay as an employee who loves to give back to the community by spending his time, energy, and his own money to introduce youth to the game of chess. A-Leaf School District also published the success story of the program by featuring it in the front color of the A-Leaf Communicator newsletter, which was sent to thousands of homes in the A-Leaf community, and an award was given to Kay by the former superintendent, Louis Sterner, on behalf of the district.
Because of profiling that takes place, though we have to lecture our children, community policing, meaning they have to improve. The police have to interact in a social environment more with the community. Meaning they have to be the middle of the mind regularly. They have to make it a mandatory thing, much more, so that they can actually understand who they are. Because this color thing, it can become a really problem.
Former FBI supervisor Mark Moree said of Kay, "He was immediately responsive, proactive, and helpful to all members of the various agencies working to better communicate with the community. Kay was clearly an advocate for the people in the community, putting in his own time and effort to help others. His reward was always a better integrated, connected, and safer community. Now that Kay has received the calling to run for local office, I am certain he will apply his integrity, hard work, and willingness to serve everyone in the community."
Power is not given to anybody. You have to go get it. Community service has been a passion of my life. I want to continue to fight for you. In order for me to do that, I need your vote. Please visit our website for more information. Thank you.
Hello sport fans, welcome to Sport on My Community. My name is Bayonle Arashi, excited to come on your screen again on this beautiful day. Straight to the news I have for you on today's sport segment. Match day 4 at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup, which kicked off last week Saturday, saw 3 nations qualify to the next round of the championship. Brazil, Angola, and Nigeria qualified to the next round on that particular day. Brazil and Angola in Group A and Nigeria in Group B qualified for the last 16 after securing their second victory in a row. Of course, the 2 African teams were the first to procure a berth in the next round, and both left it late before doing it. Nigeria were trailing Ecuador by 2-1 with 5 minutes to go, but of course, Golden Eaglet, in a repeat of their first game, they had the same challenge in their first game against Hungary. They were 2-1 down, but of course they came back and won that particular match by 4-2. And of course the same thing happened to them on Tuesday night. They also came from behind to defeat Ecuador by 3-2. Saeed scored the 3 goals for them in that particular one. Beautiful game that particular match was. A lot of comment on Twitter, of course, challenging Nigeria and say, do we not have just a natural left footer to play the left full back for the Golden Eaglet? Because the guy that was playing that position, of course, didn't perform very well to many people's expectation. But I think it's a very good tournament for development of under-17, and maybe some of these players will go on to become superstars, as it always happens every 2 years whenever it is played. Lionel Messi is one of the players that came out from that championship. Of course, Victor Osimhen, I keep mentioning his name, Kelechi Iheanacho, and so many for the Super Eagles of Nigeria have come out from the Golden Eaglet at the Under-17 FIFA World Cup level. Host Brazil have also moved on. Angola also won 2 matches back-to-back. So let's see what's going to happen in the round of 16. Senegal also defeated the United States in their first game, of course, I think by 4-1. But the shocking game so far in the entire championship, the African winners of the African Championship at the Under-17, the young indomitable Lion of Cameroon, were defeated by Tajikistan. Check it out. Tajikistan defeated Cameroon by 1-0 in their first game. But of course, they have another chance to win the next 2 matches in the group and move on
to the next round. Moving on now to the next story, of course, holders Manchester City eased into the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup after seeing off Southampton side, who were focused on the damage limitation after their humiliating loss to Leicester City last week Friday. They lost 9-0 to Leicester City last week Friday in the English Premier League, and they were afraid that Manchester City might do the same damage to them on that particular night. But Manchester City only scored 3 goals. Sergio Aguero scored 2 of those goals, and of course they went on into the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Southampton did score 1 goal back to give themselves some comfort. You see some of the video highlights of that particular match on Tuesday night. Wednesday we'll see fixtures for Liverpool hosting Arsenal in, of course, the round of 16 of the Carabao Cup, while Chelsea will welcome Manchester United at Stamford Bridge, while Aston Villa will be hosting Wolverhampton Wanderers in the last game of the round of 16 at the Carabao Cup. It was good to see our own Kelechi Iheanacho scoring a goal for Leicester City when they defeated Bolton Albion by 3-1. Very, very interesting match. Chelsea on the roll so far. Maybe they will win that particular match against Manchester United, because at the time of recording this segment, that particular match has not been played. But trust me, I'll bring you the information next week on the show. Finally, on the sports segment this week, Lionel Messi scored 2 goals and provided 2 assists as Barcelona trashed Real Valladolid 5-1 to return to the top of La Liga. Barcelona defender Clement Lenglet drove in an early goal before Kiko bundled in for Valladolid. Of course, that's what they are called, LC Valladolid. Arturo Vidal poked in from Messi's pass. That pass from Lionel Messi was simply genius. You need to watch the highlights of that particular match, Barcelona against Valladolid, to see what I am talking about. The pass beat about 3-4 defenders, and the pass got to the exact person it was targeted at. That is Arturo Vidal. He finished off that particular one very, very well. Messi powered in a 4th and then set up Luis Suarez to sweep in a 5th for the FC Barcelona for the night. Barcelona were not in action at the weekend after their game with Real Madrid, which was supposed to be the first El Clasico of the season in La Liga, was postponed because of the safety fears surrounding the ongoing protests in Catalonia. Real Madrid played Leganes on Wednesday afternoon with other 4 La Liga fixtures. Leganes, of course, have 2 Super Eagles defender, Kenneth Omero. I'm trying to remember the name of the other guy, and I hope he forgives me. But of course, they have 2 Nigerians in that particular squad, and hopefully they get to feature against Real Madrid that night. That's about it I have for you on the sports segment this week on the show. Till I see you guys again next week, God willing, I'll bring you much more information about the ongoing Under-17 FIFA World Cup, and of course the English Premier League continues, and highlights of the Carabao Cup. Keep doing sports. God bless you. My name is Bayonle Arashi. Bye-bye now.
Welcome back to my community on Afrocentric Television, channel 15.8. I hope you have enjoyed this show so far. I have so much enjoyed it. It's been awesome getting to be a part of what's changing the world, giving life to communities that probably would lack water, good drinking water. Can you imagine that? I think it's a program, an event everybody should participate in, no matter how much or how big, how small. Just contribute something towards that. You know, let's do go blue for blue water, right? And then it's the blueparty.org. You can donate there to support this event. And the next stop, Houston, y'all did it. We did it together. We sold out the tickets to the movie coming from Insanity by Ibidolapo Ajayi. It's an awesome movie. I'll urge you to watch it anywhere it's showing if you haven't. And let's see if it's okay for us to bring it back to Houston for a rerun. I'm sure a lot of people would want to see it. You know, it's not something I can't tell you how awesome it was. I enjoyed it. I hope you will too when you get to watch it. And those of you that came out to see it, we say thank you. Thank you so much. You did us proud. We are so honored. To Discovered Home, Anthony K, I say thank you. GIG, you are awesome. You are awesome. We appreciate you big time. Ping Express, you keep supporting everywhere this premieres, you support big time. Amala Zone, Debbie, thank you so much. Damola, my very good friend, I appreciate you from day one. You didn't even flinch, you didn't think twice about it. It's about, the company is about growth, and you're like, I'm gonna throw this behind you guys, and you did it. We appreciate you. Spectrum Realty is an amazing real estate company for you to get your home and anything you want to do when it comes to getting a home loan or whatnot. And then also we have one of our very good supporters, Jolly. You know, he just felt like, you know, you guys, a lot is going on, but I still have to support you no matter what, and you did it. And to the rest of everybody that bought their tickets, that sold the event out, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Afrocentric Television on YouTube. Afrocentric is with a K. And on Instagram and Facebook, Instagram is Afrocentric TV, and on Facebook is Afrocentric Houston. And Afrocentric TV is our page. Please like, follow, comment, give feedbacks. And if you have any business you want to push, we are here to support. You can email us at info@afrocentrictv.com. Until next time, take care and stay out of trouble.